Hey everybody, welcome back to Bookish and Bearded. Today we're going to do a wrap-up and TBR video, and I'll start with the wrap-up. So it was an extremely slow month. The only book I read was A Tale of Mirth and Magic by Kristen Bell. This is a cozy romantasy I had been talking about for a while, and I soft DNF'd it. I was enjoying it a lot, as you probably know. I was posting about it, really enjoying it, and then a little over halfway, it kind of falls off. There's no more real character development, no more real plot. It just becomes really smut heavy, which is cool if that's what you're looking for. You should probably pick this up. If not, it's probably not the book for you. The fantasy falls off, the relationship falls off, or not relationship. Basically, everything kind of falls off except for the spice, and I just wasn't feeling it. I didn't really care how it ended anymore, and so I quit reading it. Next, we're going to get into the TBR for this next coming month, and I got my new little books to read TBR jar. If y'all have been enjoying this, make sure you like, subscribe, comment below which one of these books I'm about to pick that you want me to read, and we'll get into it. So the first prompt is going to be a cozy fantasy. That's easy enough. I have a ton of those. Let me go look around and see what I've got. So I think I'm going to go with An Ancient Witch's Guide to Modern Dating. This is by Cecilia Edward. It's made my TBR a couple times, and I always get sidetracked and can never remember to read it, but I do want to read it for fall. So this will be the month I'm going to try and get to it. This is about an 1800s witch, and she is known in the town for making and selling love potions. When she finally gets lonely enough to try one herself, something goes wrong and it explodes, and she ends up in today's time as an 1800s witch and tries to get into the dating world, online dating, and everything that entails. It's supposed to be super cozy, romantasy, so not strictly fantasy, but it's going to be hard to find any of my cozy books without a little romance in them. So that's the first book I'm going to go with. The next prompt will be a book with an animal on the cover. That's another one I should be able to find. All right, so a book with an animal on the cover. If you can see it in the top, there is a crow. This is Anathema by Carrie Lake. I have been dying to read this one as well. This will be a great month to read it. It is a gothic fairy tale type book, and it's supposed to be very similar to One Dark Window and Two Twisted Crowns. It is about a young lady that is cast into these woods where basically any sinners in the villages or anyone that's kicked out of their villages has to go into these woods, and they're never seen again. And she has to go into these woods, and it's her story of like traveling through them. All I know is that it's gothic, dark vibes. And yeah, I've been really excited to read this one. All right, so the next prompt is a 3-word title. And that's that one. 3-word title. Let's see what I've got on the shelves. All right, I've got a 3-word title book. It is Fall I Want by Lyra Parrish. I saw this book the other day, and the sprayed edges and the cover were really adorable, so I grabbed it and read it, and the back sounded really good. So it says, it is a feel-good, spicy, small-town romantic comedy with a billionaire who falls first and harder. Grab a pumpkin spice latte, a warm fuzzy blanket, and make your way down to Cozy Creek. And I saw that on the back that it's fake dating. So a lot of things that I love in a book, especially my romances. This was an easy pick. So that's going to be one I try and read this month. All right, the next prompt is, let's see here, a book that's been on a past TBR. That's that one. Let's see here. All right, I am going to go with Mind and Magic by Jenna Wolfhart. I absolutely love this series of Falling for Fables. Uh, Forged by Magic and the second book are both phenomenal. This one is fall vibes. I think I've mentioned it before, but it takes place in dwarven mines, so I don't know how fallish they'll be able to make the vibes feel, but it's a cozy romantasy with spice in it. That's everything I like to read in the autumn time, and we'll see what a dwarven fall would look like or feel like. That's going to be my next pick. And the last prompt is a book with a plant on the cover. I think I got a lot of those, and that should have some good fall vibes. Let's see what plant books I have. All right, a book with a plant on the front. This one has flowers, and it is Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adams, and this is the second book to When in Rome, which was one of my favorite reads of the year. It was super cute and probably one of my favorite romance books. They are closed door, or supposed to be closed door, and this one, if I remember right, is about the main character's sister or best friend from the first book and her bodyguard. Yeah, something like that. All right, so this one is a allegedly boring flower shop owner. She's looking for that special someone, and then a tattooed, handsome bodyguard is who she bumps into. And this is their story. If it's anything like When in Rome, it's going to be super good. I don't want to say who the characters are in it because I think that would be spoilers. They are interconnected series. But yeah, that'll be my last book. The oh, pretty good list of books we've got. The first one will be Mind and Magic by Jenna Wolfhart. That'll be a romantasy with spice. Fall I Want, which is a rom-com fall romance. Anathema, which is a dark gothic fantasy. An Ancient Witch's Guide to Modern Dating, which is a romantasy, cozy romantasy, I believe so. And then Practice Makes Perfect, which is a romance. I hope that you all enjoyed the video, and let me know which one of these books you're most excited for me to read and what you're going to be reading this month.